Hey y'all, welcome and or welcome back. I'm back with another YNAB budget with me. I am a new grad temp dental hygienist using YNAB zero-based budgeting to budget my variable income. This is based more on irregular pay and not a predictable paycheck. This week I worked 4 days through 2 different apps, so I got paid twice, and my rate was between $65 and $74 an hour for a total for those 4 days of $1,759.40. If you're new here, YNAB is just like cash envelopes, but it's cashless. So every dollar gets a job, and let's go ahead and give those dollars their jobs. So per usual, we have our discrepancy of $50 here because $50 has already gone into Fidelity from my paycheck from Quickly. So we have $1,709.40 to assign. I'm actually gonna start by adding some transactions here because I did spend some money today and I wanna make sure that we have those accounted for. I'm getting a refund into my Capital One 360 checking because I returned something to Amazon and it was out of that category. So we're getting $12.67 back. And I spent out of my 360 checking, I went to the Capital One Cafe today and I bought a matcha latte. That was $4.28. You get 50% off when you use your Capital One card. And then I went to the grocery store afterwards because I forgot my water and I bought a kombucha. I don't consider buying kombucha at the store groceries. If I were to buy kombucha at the store, like in a weekly grocery run to put in my fridge to eat later, I would consider that groceries. Since I bought it to eat or drink right away, I consider that fun money. So that was for $89. So I spent over $9 on drinks today. That's not great, but it's fine, I guess, right? I think I did put $100 aside for fun money from my last check, so totally fine. And then I used my new credit card. I can't remember if I told you guys that I got the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card. I did get approved for that. So I need to spend $500 in the first 3 months. What is it? I don't know. I need to spend some money so I can get like a $200 credit. So I need to really funnel all my spending except for rent through there. So I went to Holiday and I got gas. I tried to go to Sam's Club, but all the pumps were like not on and I was on E, so I just had to go get gas. Turned out to randomly be even $53 for me to fill up. I used my credit card to buy the Sam's Club membership as well. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's actually there. So that takes out that category. Totally was paid for, which is nice. I hate that I bought the membership today and wasn't able to buy the gas because I could have just waited 2 weeks, which is what I learned my fill up time usually about is. I filled up on December 3rd. Today is December 20th. So I went for over 2 weeks without filling up. So I could have, had an extra 2 weeks on my membership if I hadn't bought the membership, but I had no idea that the pump was gonna be closed. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's first go ahead and categorize and approve all these transactions that I need to. I'll just go first of all to everything that has a little link on it. That means they matched up, so I'm not really I'll look at them. I did buy a mango kombucha. I bought a soup at Panera. One single soup cost $9.21. Granted, it wasn't the same size soup that comes with like a You Pick 2, but still, $9.21 is crazy. I ended up buying tickets to a live podcast taping, We Hate Movies. It's in March, I wanna say. So I took that out of my concerts and live entertaining fun or category, whatever you want to call it, group category. It may have made me overspent. We'll have to see. I bought a seam ripper from Daiso because I got this new work bag, which I don't know that I've actually categorized, which I need to. And it has like this little patch on it that I don't want, so I'm going to rip it off. I just basically had to transfer some money for my Watch What Crappens Patreon membership this month. I transferred it to SoFi and then Chime, that's where it came out of. And then I went to this cafe store, Tous les jours, I don't know, it's French. I got a matcha latte and a croissant. I'm just gonna say it right now. In my opinion, the Capital One Cafe makes the best iced matcha latte in the Twin Cities. Fight me, or you can just tell me something better in the comments if you live here. Paid my energy bill, $48.88. And then I had to transfer $20 or $300 to my SoFi account, which I don't use anymore, but the IRS like auto payments come out of that account, and I wasn't able to change it in time for the 24th of December. So going forward, I won't need to transfer money over there. So let's just go ahead and approve all the ones that are selected. Okay, so this is my paycheck that I got from Quickly. It was $415, and then $980. I think that might have been the purse, so that wasn't that. I'm gonna call that miscellaneous as far as work. It's not like a must, but we're gonna call it essentials, right? Career essentials. Purple bag. All right, so now let's go back to the budget and let's cover the overspending to start with. I think that's the smartest way to do it. We will expand everything. So yeah, I overspent by buying that bag, and I had to move some money around because things were overspent. Actually, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was like an overspent item. After I cleared them out in the last video, one popped up like halfway through the video. I noticed when I was editing. I also noticed after I filmed the video, I was like, how do we have an overspent category? I fixed all that. Well, one, like the YNAB synced with my bank account during the video and overspent. So anyhow, oh yeah, I need to click on activity. Yeah, so we need to cover that overspending and with ready to assign. And gas. Okay, right. So I need to brush up on how to use credit cards in YNAB. I don't really know how to use them correctly, so I need to do that. The spending here was, so I guess I had basically a little bit of a balance. I guess I put 50 bucks in there or some amount of bucks, and here we are, whatever. Cover the overspending from ready to assign. Concerts and live entertaining, the ticket was like 45 bucks and there was like tax or something, I don't know, whatever. Cover the overspending. Okay, great. So now we're all done with overspending. Now we can go back to our categories. I'm gonna go straight to monthly. As I was saying in my last video, I'm gonna get paid twice next week. I should get about 1K each time, so about 2K next week. But I want to go straight down to bills and basics, and I want to contribute a ton to rent. I do not want to be in a position where I'm waiting on that 2K to make my rent. I'm actually gonna just put in $1,000, so I'm only $250 short. So I got all that settled. Oh, that was emergency mode. Whoops, wrong one. So let's undo that. And then I'm gonna put in $1,000, and I guess I'll need $600, which is, you know, half my paycheck, but that's fine. For investing, I did not set aside any of the investments for those 2 checks I got this month, or this week rather. So I need to put $100 there. I have not contributed to my emergency fund in a little bit. I'm happy keeping it at $2,000 for now. I would like to contribute some more to that before the month is up, but for now, I'm good with $2,000. Energy, my bill is due on the 8th. I'll just add 20 bucks just to get us started. For internet, that's due on the 3rd? The 5th. Hold on. I say I need that by the 17th, but this is due on the 8th. So I'm gonna change the energy target to the 8th, so that way we are not thinking we have more time than we have. All right, funded, spent $75. See, this is weird. It says like I already have the targets already funded. This is what I meant in my last video that I posted about how I wanted to pay my rent in the correct month, because YNAB goes by month. We're not gonna worry about it. I know I need about $40. Internet is due on the 5th. Cool. I'll put 20 bucks there just to get it, you know, going. You need 167 by the 3rd. So let me just actually put a cent in here so it like stops being yellow. I guess my bill was off. I was off by a cent. Since I need this by the 3rd, I mean, it would be kind of smart to, yeah, I'll just put 50 bucks here. That's a 1/3 of the money. I'm getting paid once next week, once the week after that. So that'll be, you know, I'll put 50 bucks each check, and then I'll be still a little bit short, but we'll make it work. For here, I'll put 10 bucks, so I'm mostly there. Phone plan comes out on the 12th. I'll put 10 bucks. So we're all good there. Moving up, we'll just go from the bottom to the top. Groceries, I'm pretty good on groceries. Tomorrow is the 21st. So I'm not buying any groceries before tomorrow. So honestly, we can move this $45 down to the last week, because I'm not buying $45 worth of groceries tomorrow. So good. That means that the last week's category is only $15 short. I'm gonna leave it. I have $95 set aside. That's plenty. All right, so I'm just gonna snooze this one so that way it's not yellow. Cool. AutoZone. I just bought windshield wiper fluids and windshield wipers. Don't need anything for maintenance and repairs. That's a good, healthy balance. Lifestyle luxuries, fund money, we still got $57 left. That's great, but technically, right, if I'm doing the fund money is 20%, I have a lot of money to put in from that paycheck. I'm not going to do that. I will, however, put in $50 just to make myself feel like I have money to spend. And there are a couple things I want to buy, so that's nice, 50 bucks. Operating costs, what do we have there? Gas, we're good on gas. I'm gonna snooze this category because I believe that I'm good for at least 2 weeks. And actually, let me see if I can figure out, yeah, so I basically spent, what is that? $92.10 for the month. So I'm going to do the target and I'm gonna make it $95. I don't know what the target is now, 110. So we're gonna edit the target there because I don't think I need 110. I think $95 will be good. And again, we're gonna snooze it because we're good on the gas. Household goods, I think I'm still good there. Oops, I fucked up. I would like to have more money there just in case something crazy happens. I wanna make it $20 total. I really wish you could take the available and add the money there, but you have to like do math and I'm not the greatest at math. So what is that? $13.60? Great, not too bad. Wait, why does it say 96 cents? I don't know. Why does it say that? Why does it say that I've assigned 96 cents? I don't know, guys. If you know YNAB and you see something that's glaringly wrong, please let me know in the comments. Health insurance, we're good there for now. Career essentials, overspent, and I just covered that. Debt, so this is good. Oh, I guess I didn't assign the money. Good thing we are doing this. So there's the 150 for that. We're all set. My student loan payment, again, doesn't come out until June. It says I need to assign $63 this month to stay on track. So I'll do another $30. Okay. So with the next 2 checks I get this month or the next 1 check I get this month, I'll have to assign the other 33 to still be on track. Credit card payments, so I'm on track there. I don't know why the Wells Fargo active cash isn't there. If I'm not mistaken, I did not add this here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I didn't categorize it correctly. Let's see. Yes, we need this here. Perfect. All right, so we're all set there. Let's go to non-monthly musts. I have been looking into buying some scrubs. Oh, I ended up moving the money out of there because I needed it. I have been looking into buying some scrubs, so I'm gonna add the $25 back in there just in case I find some that I want to buy. I have some money available. PP and extras, we can snooze that, we're fine. Actually, I was thinking of buying some small leaves for the relief because some of these offices have the big ones, they don't have the small ones, but I feel like that's kind of doing too much. So I'm just gonna snooze that for the month. Still on track for CPR, which is great. Still on track for all this. I have quite a bit of money. I was thinking I might move some of this money out, but I don't know. Like if I don't think I'm gonna buy any clothes this month or even anytime soon, why do I have $53.69 in there? Like that seems like a lot, you know? So I'm gonna take out $4.69 just to make it like an even number. I'm gonna move that back to ready to assign. So now I have 50 bucks, $15 maintenance. I still need to buy that sunscreen. I never did. We're still good on parking. We're gonna snooze that. We're gonna snooze, you know what? I'm gonna add $44.52 for my future. Actually, I don't want it to be, I want it to be like a round number. So I'm gonna do 20 bucks there. I feel like the money goes so fast, but it's okay. I got a lot of my rent funded, which is great. Electronics replacements, that's pretty low. Google One is pretty low. I mean, you never know when this computer's gonna crap out, so I really do need to start saving for a computer. My phone should be good. I just bought it. Obviously, the camera, I just bought it, so we're good there. It's just mostly this computer. So honestly, what did I do? I transferred some money. Oh, because for my cell phone. So when does that come out? I think it's the 8th. Is that right? Let me check. Let me see when the Pixel, when that payment comes out. Because if it is that day, I should probably, so you have an Afterpay coming out of $780, and then on the 7th, you have $139 coming out. So I need to have more money than this. So we'll do $50. That'll be good. All right, so now we're down to $74. Phew, it's going fast, guys, it's going fast. Now we get to go to your nice to haves. So this is where I feel like I can kind of be like a little bit, take money away. So like wellness, I don't believe that I need to buy this much worth of wellness. Let's just have a total of $30 in there. So let's move $1138 to ready to assign. For support, I just paid for that on the 19th. So we're gonna be fine on the $292. We'll leave that the way it is. Furniture, again, totally good. Maintenance and upgrades, $563. We're fine on that. So, okay, for learning new things, I was talking about how that's hobbies. I don't even have a sewing machine, so I don't really know that it makes sense to have $10 set aside for memberships for something I don't even have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna move that back to ready to assign. Once I have a machine, maybe I can then start saving money for that. Or I can take some of my fund money and put it towards that. You know what I mean? Like I don't necessarily need $10 sitting in there. Same with ATK. If I want an ATK subscription and I don't have the money in there, I can take that from that month's fund money and then I can start saving up for that on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Plan to eat, same, to be honest. I don't need 2450s just sitting in there. I don't need that sitting in there. So let me snooze. I'm gonna actually turn the target off. I'm just gonna change it to eventually because, so we'll say, have a balance of, there we go. So now that's not gonna be yellow. Sam's Club, I just spent that. So actually I need to set aside this certain amount by December 20th. So let me change that date. And then, let's see, save target. It doesn't say I need any now, but if I go to next month, okay, good. So they're having me set aside $1.67 a month. That's great. YNAB, again, ridiculous cost, but it is what it is. These two things, I'm glad there's no money sitting in there. We do need to contribute to these here. These are in dire straits. So let's go ahead and just put another 20 bucks towards the cruise, another 20 bucks towards the flight, another 20 bucks towards the hotel, and we're on track for the like ground transportation. Career travel, I'm glad that that has no money in it. And I'm gonna go ahead and put another 20 bucks towards my Thailand trip. Again, I do not know how much it costs for tickets. I was thinking about, it feels like $7,000 is a lot for a plane ride, but also Thailand is super far. And also I'm not going to be sitting in the back. Like I'm gonna be in first class or business class. So it might be $7,000. There's just no way I'm going to Thailand in the back. I just can't do it. What else do we have? Renter's insurance for 6 months. We're on track there. Great. Oh, so I got $28.73 to spend on my niceties. I just snoozed my water delivery. January 28th is when he's scheduled to come now. Oh, that's weird. It knows the date. I guess I already put that in there. Random. So it wants me to put $24.50. I'm just gonna put 10 bucks. Oh wait, no. Okay, see that's, oh, you have to add the plus. So I'm gonna add 10 bucks there. So why do I have $10 in celebrating and entertaining? What kind of celebrating and entertaining am I going to be doing? I don't celebrate or entertain. Like, I'm just gonna put that back and ready to assign. Like, that's one of those categories where I've been thinking this week, I don't need any money in there. Oh, books, I do need money in there. I actually wanna buy this book today, but I think I'm gonna be able to buy it for like $1. I have a coupon, but just in case I can't, I'm gonna put 10 bucks in there. So that way I'll have 20 bucks, which I think will cover the book if I have to pay full price. Still good on hair. I haven't got my hair done yet. Still good on passport. Glad I don't have any money for this. I am happy that I have money set aside. Am I happy that I have money set aside for the tamales and the subscription treats? I'm more excited about the subscription treats and the luxury nonsense. I don't know that I need the money in the tamales because I could just take that out of fun money, right? Or I could take that out of groceries. I would be comfortable with that because those come frozen and they go directly into my freezer. They don't, like, I'm not eating all of it at the same, like, I guess that's what it is. The difference between fun money and groceries, fun money is for something that I'm going to consume or, right away. Groceries is for something that's going to be consumed later, like it's going into the fridge or going into the pantry. So when I buy the tamales, I'm not going to consume them right away. I might have one serving when they come, like the same day they come, because I've been waiting on them. Otherwise, that can maybe come from groceries. So we're going to take that money out for now. And I'll just go ahead and I'll put $10 here to make 30. And then I'll put $5 here to make 30. We are trucking along. We're going to save up for these Louis Vuitton. We're gonna save up for the Harry and David fruit basket and a Louis Vuitton bag, $5 at a time. Okay, so I have $18.73 left. I wonder where I should put that. You know what? I kind of think I want to put that towards my sewing machine because I am getting really serious about wanting to start sewing in 2026. So I need to start saving, but I can't find I think it's in save, but let me think. Nothing should be in the fix, save, fund, debt, or invest categories that isn't also in those. So I'm trying to figure out what I've done wrong, but I'll figure that out off camera. For now, I'll just go to the savings and let me just go to all. Oh, there it is, drafting dreams. I wonder, is that nowhere? Again, I'll figure that out off camera. Oh, I do have money. I have $110 set aside for that. That's nice. I really need to go through and figure out the amounts. I was looking at a machine and I think it's only 220. So I can edit the target on this. I'll just make it 250 to be a little bit more in line with reality. The serger also was about 250 instead of 450. So that's great. So we'll move that to 250 to 250. So there we go. We're a little bit more in line with reality. A cover stitch machine. I don't think it was $790, but it was pretty expensive. So we're just going to leave that where it is. And again, all these things that have to do with sewing, I will go through and figure out what the real amount is and start trying to save up for that, because I really do want to buy a machine and all this stuff, a cutting mat, a projector. I want to use, we're in 2025, people aren't really using paper patterns anymore. I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't want to do that because then I'm gonna have to cut out the paper pattern and then cut out the fabric. I'd rather just project the pattern onto the fabric and cut it once, because cutting out fabric is it sucks. And it's also what you spend the most time doing, when you're sewing. So let's cut some time out there. But like I was saying, I'm gonna go through and figure out real amounts and then actually start saving for these things, because I would love to buy a machine, pretty much soon. So anyhow, 1873, what can I put that towards? I guess I should put that towards my machine, because that's what I'm not gonna say that's what you're gonna buy first, what you're gonna need first. Actually, I don't know what I wanna put it towards. I'm a little weird. I don't I don't wanna put 1873 to something because then it makes it an off number. Yeah, that's it. Because then it makes it an off number. Let's see. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Oh, you know what? That book I wanted to buy, it's a sewing book. So I should actually move the money from books to sewing books, because it's a sewing book. Sewing books. Okay, good. Great. That's nice. All right, let's go back here. Still have 1873. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm this is the hardest part for me. When you're down, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it towards my rent. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. I just solved my own problem. Y'all see that? All right, so now we are YNAB broke. Once again, we have 2K coming in before the month is over, pretty much guaranteed, around 2K. I kind of say each day of work is $500, but that's obviously not true since I got paid $465.54 for 1 day of work with Quickly, but it's a good range. $475 is too hard to keep track of in my brain. Even more difficult would be $465. but just to save 500 bucks. So I'll probably get paid, you know, like another 1,700 instead of 2,000. But when we get paid, we will have plenty of money to pay for the things that are still yellow. Let's just look at those really quick. So student loans is yellow. We do, you know, is it like, we do need it. So whatever, we'll say we need it. How, but I'm confused. How, oh, I put just January, it's June. I was like, how are they having me contribute so much when it's not due till June? It's not due until June. Oh, that's so funny. So I'm more than halfway there. So that's great. I got another one out of the yellow. I didn't have to snooze it. We'll be able to take care of the gas with even next month's paycheck. Household goods, we should be totally fine. Health insurance, we should be totally fine. Fund money, you have a nice little cushion there. Car maintenance, I'm feeling good about the cushion there. Groceries, I need $15, totally fine with that. I've got my $100 available to go ahead and get over to Fidelity. Again, we'll work on the emergency fund next week. I'm gonna hopefully put in, I'll say $100 from each paycheck. So I will put in $200 before the month is over to get me up to $2,200. Oh, you know what I mentioned though in my last video about saving for a car? I wanted to save $10,000. So I should go look at that. Anyhow, we need $598 for rent. We'll be totally fine there. We're good on the energy. We will need to put like, was it $8 before the 8th? Totally fine. We're good. I think I want to also, next time you see these categories, I'm gonna put the date they're due in the name just to make it easier when looking at it. Cause like I have to click over here and say like, okay, by the 8th. And actually I have two energy bills. No, I don't. I just have the one because my Excel is paid through with the rent. So, you know, I'm gonna like basically do like this to all of them. So that way I can kind of see a little bit easier what day they come out, just to make it easier for me. Everything else is pretty good there. I have no qualms about being able to afford everything. And let's go over to non-monthly musts, since these are, again, musts. And we're doing really good there. Only thing is your car, you need more money for the car, but I said $6,000. No, we're doing $10,000 and the goal is by July 10th. That's what I said. But I will be honest with you guys. I really, really want to buy a car. Like I really want to buy a car. I was looking at Kia Seltos, I want to say. I don't think it's like a great car, but it's like $20,000, or like around $20,000, which seems really affordable. And I really want to buy it. So don't be surprised if y'all see me with a new car, like in January or February. Don't be surprised. You shouldn't be surprised. I'd be surprised, but not really surprised. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe. I am still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we are not really close at all. So I have like a week to get hundreds of subscribers, legitimately hundreds. But if you want to help me reach my goal and you want to make sure that you don't miss a video and being all up in my business about how I spend every single dollar that I get as a temp dental hygienist, then subscribe, okay? All right, see y'all next time. Bye.